Evan Gibson over the latest stuff from Innokin, and we're going to open it up today. It's going to be pretty cool. Stick around, check it out. Come right back. It's VapeAM, Innokin, Endura EZ Watt day. Thank you, Heaven Gifts, for sending this stuff. We're going to unbox them today. Yeah. Maybe a little quick there, huh? Good morning, everybody. I'm Eli Juicy Jones. This is Orbital Vaping Headquarters, high in orbit above Seattle, Washington. We're here to build some community, to get into the details in depth on vape gear, and to help people quit smoking. That's what we do here, and I hope all of you are having a great day. It's VapeAM episode 150. We've been doing this for 2.5 years. And I have a cup of delicious coffee. It's actually tea, excuse me. And today I'm vaping on my iJoy Diamond, which I just got. You guys saw the little unboxing video on Instagram, and I'm vaping it with my Revo. Yum. I'm vaping it on some juice that I can't remember the name, but Heaven Gifts sent that too. So I want to thank Heaven Gifts for sending these things for us to check out. I like kits. I think they're pretty cool. We've looked at them a lot here in the past, and I think it's really a great way for somebody to get something that just works, and for people to get things that have some style, and also they can help you quit smoking, of course. And one of the things I always ask myself with a kit of any kind is, is this a cool cosmetic kit or just a cool sub-ohm kit, or is it actually a mount-along, quit smoking aid? And a lot of times the coils they include with these and the tanks that they include with these are better or worse, depending on what kind of coils they give you. So anyway, we're going to keep that in mind as we open these things up here. I want to thank everybody in the audience. Good morning to you. Everybody, if you haven't already, clicked on the description link down there and click on join us in Discord after the show. If you're watching on the replay, just do it now. Go there, click that, and then sign up. It's free with email, and all it is a chat server. Ignore the part that says it's for gamers. It's really just chatting. And we have chat rooms there. We discuss all this stuff, all the videos, and we have a vape. Welcome to it. So do it after I get some more tea. Don't forget, get some coffee or tea. VapeAM requires caffeine. That's what I think anyway. So here they are. We have two of these things. We have the Endura T20-S and the EZ Watt system. The new EZ Watt is a fixed battery mod that they've put the Prism tank from the Endura system on top of. I think the names are a little confusing. And the Endura T20S is a stick mod that's got the same Prism tank on it. Now you guys will recall that last year we did the Endura T20, the system itself, and I like the Endura T20 system. It never super took off in the US, but they've doubled down and come back. I think Aspire kind of beat them on that. And admittedly, the Aspire is a very good product, but a lot of these are a little bit samey. But these guys have come back with a little bit more battery power and a little bit more body feel. This is very small and a cool stick like everybody else. So let's start with these, shall we? First, we're going to open this guy and then get to the EZ Watt, because the EZ Watt is really actually, you know what? I think I'm going to do the EZ Watt first. First, we'll do this. And the reason is because I'm slightly more excited about this. This is a stick mod version of this, and this is the new little mod, and it has a variable power system. The way it works is that you just dial in one of 3 wattage ranges. Oops. And I didn't put a knife on the table for the first time ever, because I made the mistake of cleaning up before the show, but I can quickly make a puncture with my tool. Then get my fingernail in there. Yeah, there we go. Easy peasy. Just take the plastic off of these. There's links for these down in the description. They range in price. They're just about $30 to $35, something like that. Unless I'm mistaken. Somebody in chat, let me know. That's true. If you're watching this on a replay, I appreciate it. We have some scratch and sniff here. UPC, a description. Legal adult smoking age. Got the mod, the Prism 0.8. It's got a 1.5 ohm coil, which is what they will intend for you to quit smoking with. Fair drip tip, micro USB charging cable, quick start guide, user packet warranty guide, a booklet. Okay, so the standard stuff there. Looks good. Innokin has nice kits. I give them a lot of credit for just giving you a nice box with the complete stuff, and these are especially, they're easy to open, they're easy to look at. This is the same thing that our Oceanus came in, something just like this, and it was beautiful, worked really great. Here are some accessories. They got the presentation just right with this stuff. I think they did a really nice job. Good morning, Sammy Joe. It's great to see you. We just opened the box on the EZ Watt kit, and I'm opening up the accessories box. And the EZ Watt is an Innokin's little kit that's got a sort of battery mod on it. And what it is a little battery mod that has 3 settings. It has high, medium, and low. And low is 13 to 14 watts, medium is 16 to 18 watts, and high is 30 to 35 watts. And it's indicated just by a little colored LED on the front, which I would point out to Innokin is not very good for people who are sight disabled, like our friend Sammy Joe here. She would never be able to tell whether it was on low, medium, or high, just by the color. Okay, so this has the USB cable, some spare O-rings, which is nice. All the booklets they spoke of, including, I assume, the manual, which I will pull out for our benefit. It's got a warranty and product information card that's actually amazing. This is like one of the coolest cards I've ever seen of this way. This is great, Innokin. Good job. A battery care guide that's clearly labeled. Absolutely nice. Stickers. Wow, I'm not surprised by this, but Innokin again has delivered a nice kit. That's what they do. They definitely stepped it up last year and really started including everything you need in a nice package that looks nice. I'm just going to put this stuff back in here along with the USB cable. And I'm going to close that box and put it back there. We retained the manual just so we can look at it. And I'm going to leave the O-rings back inside the box too. I don't know why I left those out. Overlooked them. Put them back in there. Oh, Jim Boctration sent me 10 pounds on the instant chat. Jim, I love you. Thank you so much. You're the greatest. And he says, unbiased, no bullshit. Reviewers deserve support. Thank you so much, Jim. I really appreciate that. Everything that you send through the instant chat or through PayPal, Juicy Jones, goes towards keeping the lights on and making sure that we can pay our mortgage and keep our dog fed and feed the family. So I appreciate all of you guys. And thanks for helping me keep this channel, keep it on. Appreciate it. Thanks, Jim. Jim is great, by the way. He's one of our friends who is a dreamer lover, and we are going to have him on soon and do a general mech show for fun. We've decided to do that. Hey, Joshua Weiss, great to see you. Sammy Joe Reviews asks if this is a 2700 mod. And no, Sammy Joe, both of these mods are kit mods that have built-in batteries. That's a great question. Built-in batteries, kit mods. So kits are nice because you get a cool one-stop shop that has everything you need to start vaping. This is another card in here that says, again, out-to-lung vaping prism coils. The 0.8 coil should be at 16 to 18 watts on medium. The 1.5 ohm coil should be on 13 to 14 watts. Okay, so we're going to test that specifically. The slipstream tank, which we don't have, this says this is for higher lung vaping, and it says slipstream coils 30 to 35 watts. And the coils aren't compatible with the prism tank, and you can get these. This is sold separately. They've been pushing this prism tank or the slipstream tank, and I haven't tried it. We did try last year's prism tank, and it is okay. I thought it was perfectly adequate. I didn't think it was mind-blowing, but it was good. This is the cool drip tip that comes in there. I'm just taking the plastic off, and it's a top-in, screws in the entire top. That is a pretty wide open bore, and it looks like kind of a clown hat, but not bad at all. It looks like that because it's kind of rounded and then goes to a cylinder on top. When it goes on there. The difference between this one and the one that comes with it is that this one is straight up cylinder, like a sort of triangular cylinder, and the one that comes with it is more curved to meet your lips type of shape, like you guys recognize from Aspire. Here is the spare coil that comes in it, in a dark plastic, very dark plastic container. That's okay, it's sealed, and I'm going to take a look here. I need to look at it under the light to make sure I can see. It says prism tank. Trying to get the numbers on it. Trying to see 1.5 ohm, 13 to 14 watts. It's actually printed on the plastic on the outside. And we'll check to see if it's on there. So this is the mount to long one. We're going to want to keep that out. And here is the mod. Pulling it out. It has a matte and a shiny finish. It's almost pearlescent looking. It looks nice, huh? Tell me what you guys think. Let's raise the focus up here a little bit and get close. It's got sort of metallic E buttons. I'm not sure if they're metal or not. The chassis feels like metal. That feels like metal on the outside. You can see it's picking up some oil from my skin already. Innokin design. Looks nice. Oh, look, they have a thing on the bottom telling you again, 30 to 35 watts is high, 16 to 18 is medium, 13 to 14 watts is low. Capacity 1500 mAh. A couple of star head screws in the bottom holding it in. And this is a C-frame shape in a tall rectangle with a red colored, in my case, this red's beautiful, a red colored metallic, soft matte metallic case that slid around in it. So the C-frame is black and it's, I believe that's metal. It's hard to tell right here. There's the 510 up in there. We're going to press on it to see if it's, yeah, it's spring fed. And it looks pretty nice. It's simple. I think we'll probably have to click 5 times maybe to turn it on. We're going to look in the manual and figure out how to turn it on. 1 second. And out comes the tank, the T20-S prism tank. I'm going to put that manual back in there, close it, close the box, and set it aside. So all we have left here is the replacement coil and the manual and the little quick reference card along with the mod itself. So this is extremely nice looking too. It's got a matching soft metal red surround where you can see through almost all of it. It's got 3 columns of the red, but you can see through in the glass to the coil. It's got a thickish black base here and a black top. I unscrewed the black top here, and yeah, this is that replacement drip tip. We can replace this with the other one if we like. Got kind of a weird, reds are weird. They're flat on 2 sides, which looks like it would almost definitely leak up into the O-rings. Anyway, we'll check that out in a second. In fact, we're going to look at the other one to see if it also has that same characteristic of the flat spot. Yeah, they both have that. You see how there's like a flat spot on either side? Probably where it's gripping or something. It may not matter because, well, we'll see. There are huge white, clear silicone O-rings there, but still, seems kind of strange, doesn't it? All right, let me just shut this package. Get back in the package. Set aside. Now, there's the mod. Putting it down. Back to the drip tip in the tank. There's the tank right there. The coil screw down the inside here. It looks like you can't change the coil without changing the juice. That's a common complaint about a lot of these, but it is top fill. The airflow is on the side here. It's these 2 very small holes, so this is definitely restricted air coming in here. So that is good. I don't see that it's adjustable though, unless I'm just missing. But the air is coming in the bottom here. Could be fixed air. We're gonna have to see. Exactly is that attached to? Does that just pull out? It just pulls out? So I was wrong. I was dead wrong. You can definitely pull the coil out of here from the bottom. This is the newest design. iJoy came out with one of these. Innokin had this also. And last time though, I guess this was screwed into the bottom a little bit differently, or just sort of permanently. But there you go. There's the coil. That's it. Innokin Prism S, not compatible with the old Prism coils. 0.8 ohms, 16 to 18 watts. Pretty good. I want to try this other one first. Over here. Because I want to see what the mouth to lung action is like on this. So we just put that in there. That is cool. I am going to pre-soak this coil because that's what you do. And I have just the end of my, very end of my last bottle of Eaton Mess. Just the very last. I love Van Gogh vapes. This is my favorite vape, actually. If you guys ask me, hey Juicy, what's your favorite vape? Van Gogh Vapes Eating Mess. Couple of drops in there, not too much. You don't need like 5 drops. That was 1, 2 max. Give that a second. We put 1 around every side there. And then we're going to set that in there. I can't stress how important it is to pre-soak your coils like that. I'm going to screw the base back on. Looks like I didn't set the coil correctly. There we go. You see it goes further in there. So make sure that you line up those 2 flat spots right there. And if you press and turn, it goes in. But it didn't give me tons of feedback with my hand. But that looks good right there. There we go. Joshua Wee says Yule did that too. Yep. Also, VapeFly. The very first one I ever saw was VapeFly. Nicholas. That was in like January of last year. Filling this up. Come on there, bottle. Do me right. I'm that guy that always overfills it. You shouldn't. Don't be like me. David Harms says that flat spots must align the airflow. It's possible. I think the airflow is on the bottom, though. Oh, David Harms, you're talking about underneath. Absolutely, dude. I think you're absolutely right. Sorry, I was just thinking about the top. So I overfilled it a little bit, so we got some leakage here. I'm not thinking that that's their fault. I think that 100%. I don't think this thing. I used the previous generation of these, and it absolutely did not leak. Hey, Hammer Canson. Attractive little thing. Look at that. So we're on the 1.5 ohm coil. I'm putting this in here. My indicator has told me that it should be on the lowest setting of 13 to 14. There we go. I pressed the button and it went green. If you press this once, it starts flashing. Oh, it has relative strength, low and high. So it's 13 or 14 watts, 16 or 18, 30 or 35. It isn't a range. That is 13 when it flashes like that, and that's 14. Now it's on 13. Okay, so now we'll just check the manual to see how to change it. But now we're on the lowest setting. There, 13 watts. And you can see the coil is totally taking up the juice. Of course, I'm giving it a second here. I don't want to vape it immediately. With these Clearmiser coils, it takes, just give it a little time. First time you put it in there. You never want to burn these things out. I liked these last year. I love the look of this. Feels great. It's absolutely tiny. I can see myself carrying this. Let's go up top and vape on this for a minute. Actually, hold on. Let's open up the other one too. But we'll have a quick vape. Quick vape. Hey, that's pretty pleasant. I mean, this needs a lot stronger nick for me to get more of a throat hit, but I don't like that the air isn't any more restrictable than that. I'm not sure how to do that. We'll check the manual at the end here, or maybe I'll just look in there now. But it doesn't really say. This is more like a giant warranty. Yeah, it's a warning and safety thing, so there's no actual... This is a fixed air. But it's good. I would say that with high nick, that should be suitable, but it's a little airy. Let me cover one air hole up. My thumb. Yeah, to me, it would be better if you could cover up an air hole. So some of you may want to just paint that over with nail polish or something if you're quitting smoking. That's with one hole, which I prefer the one hole, but the two is good. I think it's worth giving a shot. A little bit on the airy side. Let's open this up real quick, throw it in the 0.8 coil, and then grab the other kit. So I'm just going to pop this off. This is one nice thing about this, is that you can change the coil on these by just pulling it out, even if it's full. Everyone loves that. Sorry, I just hit that, but I wanted to give myself a little leverage and pull it against my chest. There, so I'm pulling out the coil. I'm just going to set it down here on this plastic, lol. Oh, and the coil dripped juice all over the table. Look. Just from pulling it out, it just dripped out of the coil. So remember, when you do this, don't be like me. Now we know that when you pull the coil out, the coils retain tons of e-liquid because it's also the chimney. We could have guessed that maybe. And oh, and I was dead wrong. You can pull it out, but the e-liquid just comes out the top because you break the seal. So it's a little weird. It'll still just come straight out the drip tip. Like that's not, yeah, so you still really kind of need this to be empty. That's kind of, do you guys see what I mean? Like, look at how the e-liquid just comes straight out. If there were a lot in there, it certainly would just pour out. So that is, mental note, change this when it's almost empty. I don't think doing this when it's full is going to be, saw what happened to me. 2 drops inside there. Now we're putting it back in. Lining up the little sides. Gonna wipe it off. Take off the top and clean up the drip tip. You're seeing my little kitchen towel on the table. It's cute, huh? And Canton in EU, it's 2 mil. Everybody is laughing in the chat at how it just dumped the e-liquid out. Yeah, so we found out together that you can't just undump what has been dumped. It cannot be undumped. That's funny. Okay, so this is the new coil. I'm going to open up the top and we're going to have to clean it. See, look, the drip tip comes out itself, but now this is, of course, which is nice. You can change your drip tip. The other one that's in the box is the fixed one that's kind of a big pyramid, and that's cool. Clean that out. Now it has a giant bunch of e-liquid inside the drip tip receiver. Put that on there. Unscrew the plastic top. Just give it a quick paper towel and then put it back on. I'm screwing counterclockwise to find the threads, and there we go. Boom. Who knows about the long-term durability of the plastic of these? Okay, so it's on the mod. I forgot to fill it up, so I'm doing that now. Don't do me wrong. Don't do me wrong. I'm laughing at what the chat is saying. It's very funny. Okay. You guys are hilarious. There it is. Now we need to find out how to change the wattage. How do we change it, y'all? Do you know? You'd think I would know. So if I hold this down, I'm just trying various things. I'm holding this down. We're gonna have to go back to the kit. Hello, accessories box. I frankly didn't see a manual. If it wasn't that little card, right? Warranty card, battery care guide. Innokin, warning and safety. There is a whole page of warning and safety. Nicotine containing e-liquids, and then it goes to Swedish and every language in the world. Okay. So, how does one switch? See, you see, this emulates exactly what process you would go through when you buy this thing. There's no way to know psychically, and we can click various times and try things. But always consult the manual first. That is my rule. It's always been my rule. actually. It's interesting how it doesn't really say how to switch. Okay. Just clicking. Isn't that weird? Well, then we'll do. We'll have to look. All right, I have a little hair on my tongue. Yeah, it doesn't say. Oh, here it is. I'm so sorry. It was my fault. They did include the information, and here it is. There's the manual. The webpage I found has a picture of the manual. There's the manual. So that's a little bit skimpy, guys. Here we go. Hold power. Wait, hold the button and then power to cycle wattage level. Okay, so here we go. Hold this. Oh, we have to hold it down. No problem. It's low and high. There we go. Cool. So we're going at 18 watts right now. Let's start at 16. Excellent. Tastes good. Even with the 0.8 ohm coil in there, it's still a very restricted vape. So, you know, huge cloud chuckers definitely back off. But for people who are quitting and then moving into slightly more sub-ohming, this is pretty good, actually. I can see myself vaping on this at work. Throw it in your pocket, tiny, pretty cool. Let's keep this here and open up the T20-S kit. This is very nearly the same thing, the T20-S kit. They sent me a purple one, and I wanted to see these because I wanted to compare the battery styles and how long they last. These are pretty cool too. It's going to be the exact same type of experience vape-wise. And the tank should be exactly the same. Let's get that over there. Box. Always a nice presentation from these guys at Innokin. Really do a good job. Get the focus down there so you can see it. The accessory box for the T20-S kit. There's the manual right there. And this has the battery indicator. This is a fixed wattage system. And I'm pretty sure this one, we'll see what the actual limit is here in a moment. This is the same kit as the other one, it looks like, on the inside, except for this coil is actually, I mean, this manual is totally different, of course. Again, a nice kit from Innokin. They do a good job of including everything, and to their credit, even if I didn't find it immediately, or if I set it aside. Yeah, see, it says caution, make sure there is no e-liquid in the tank before removing the coil, so that's important to tell. They say wait 5 minutes, that'd be necessary. And the battery indicator is green for full, yellow for half, red for low. This one, the other one has a, let me think. The other one has a 1500 mAh coil or battery, and I have to look this one up. The new T20S, this one I think has an 800 mAh battery. No, I'm so sorry, 1500 mAh. It says 1500/2000. I'm not sure what that means. It's 1500. And you can buy a bigger battery. The T20S with the same similar kit. It's got the same drip tip, a 1.5 ohm coil, a cool stick mod. Wasn't screwed in there all the way, which is good. 1500 mAh. This is metal. I like it. This one's matte purple. Let's just see how wide this thing is around. It's 20 millimeters around, 1500 mAh. It comes with this T20-S prism tank in purple. This whole kit looks absolutely nice. It feels hefty enough to have 1200 mAh on it, so they probably have an 18650 inside here. There's a USB charging port, and the tank on top is exactly the same. I'm just going to shut this box super quick and set it aside, and then we'll vape on both of these. The red one's already got all my fingerprints all over it. That's so funny. I'll have to carry around a napkin. If you're looking at the shine on it, you're going to see a lot of your own handprints on this matte finish, even though it's beautiful. Makes me want to wipe it off a lot. That's cool. It's kind of like a Cerakote feels like. Okay, in here, there's the coil. I'm going to put some e-liquid in here so we can vape together. You guys get your coffee cups, your vapes ready. We're going to have a vape together. Group vape, just 1 second. We'll do a mini station identification too. Just going to put this back on there. And we're back in business. You see how that wasn't messy that time because I didn't overfill it? Mental note, you can underfill it too, not do a bad job. I'm Eli Juicy Jones. If you just tuned in, this is Orbital Vaping Headquarters. Today we are looking at the Innokin EZ Watt kit and the Endura T20s kit. They're similar, they're fixed battery kits with the new T20s prism tank on them, which are improved versions with better coils of the ones that they did last year. So these are pretty cool. The little ones we just opened, they look nice. They feel good in the hand. This is a restricted vape and a fixed battery, so this isn't going to be something that's going to appeal to big super sub on vapors. You know, I think if you're loving your TFV8, this is not going to be your favorite new vape, I don't think. But I like this. I like this kind of stuff for going to the movies. What I like to do, right now we're vaping 3, which is too low for this application for me. But what I like to do with these is put in 6 or 9, and then when we're shopping, or if we're at the movie theaters, or if I have to go to work, or if I have to go to someone's office, I can take discrete little vapes with this, relatively high nic, and it works. And my only real wish list for these really is that the coils, that you could change the coil without actually dumping the entire tank out somehow, and that there was some way to adjust the air. I get that they're keeping the price point really low. These are on sale at, I think they're on pre-order right now, so this is all gonna come out next month, and you can get them in Heaven Gifts. There's a link in the bottom. I think they're just about 30 bucks or less each. This is the purple. See, I love this. It goes right in your pocket. Marcus Vapes points out that salt nic is going to be good for these, so there you go. I totally, maybe so. Just turning on the 3 clicks turns it on, 3 clicks turns it off, which is nice. This one's even easier to get a finger over the hole. Hi to Omar Khan. Hi to Sammy Joe. Hi Ed. Hi Josh. Hi Marcus Vapes. Hi Jason Kennedy. Dutch. Mr. D. Jim, of course. I'm trying to find more names. You guys are having quite a conversation. My God, I love you guys. Corey Turnball. Robbie Brink. Josh Weist. Chili Dog. Leighton's Life. Jeremy Fuchs. Brady, if you could be here. I'm not sure if you showed up. You're working. Yeah, they're pretty good. These are restricted vapes. I'm glad to see that they took restricted vapes seriously, and these are actually doing a pretty good job of giving me a much more restricted vape. If they're good for actual mouth to lung, I think, you know, it's hard for me to just say yes or no, because I've helped a lot of people quit smoking, and a lot of people who quit smoking need something that's exactly like a cigarette, and many people are fine with something that's a lot airier, and so there's a lot in between. But what I do know is that you've heard me say many times in this channel that something was definitely not mouth to lung, and that's not what these are. I think these are suitable. That was a long way to say that, but I think these are actually suitable for mouth to lung. Remember, that's all we think about, is whether they're going to be good for their purpose when it comes to quitting. The other reason to get a kit is just because they look cool and they're convenient. And I would say that if you don't mind restricted lung hits, and you're a sub-ohm vapor or a super sub-ohm vapor, then you'll like this. I personally like both. I like big clouds, and I like something in between for myself almost all the time. And I like the restricted hits too. I don't personally prefer actual mouth to lung, even though I do that and I test it, but that's just because of my own style. So we're going to be at the West Coast Vape Expo in July. Make sure that you come out here to Seattle, visit us, get tickets, go to westcoast.vapeexpo.com, sorry, and or DM me, I can give you information about that. Make sure you join us on Discord, click on the Discord link right down there, always, and you can join us and chat and have a good time and everything. We're here every Wednesday and every Sunday, Saturday, and I'm considering adding another show, but I don't know, we'll see what you think. Heimer Kamsen points out that yes, it's this for new vapors. This is the kind of thing for quitting or people who are just starting to vape. Throwing those cigarettes out, which is our favorite thing. So I love all you guys. We're going to head out here. We got work to do today. I hope all of you are having a great Wednesday morning. You're going to see me again on Saturday. I think we're going to open up the iJoy Diamond 270 kit. No, this is 234. And look at that. Oh, yeah. Do you know it's made of metal? I got the box. I got everything. I'm going to show you guys this stuff. It's going to be cool. I really want to thank Heaven Gifts for sending this stuff for me to show you. I really am glad that Innokin is investing more in actual mouth to lung and trying to make things that help people quit smoking. This seems pretty good so far. I haven't actually put any high nick and I haven't given it to a quitter yet. But if you're interested, check it out. There's links down below. And I love all you guys. Thank you so much. And keep vaping. Remember, we're trying to get old here. We're trying to learn the science of vaping and build a community. I love all you guys. Thank you. Keep on vape. Oh, I gotta find the button. Keep on vaping. I love you.